What's up, gamers, and welcome to TheSportsfan1100 podcast. And this is episode number 5, week number 5 for that matter as well. I started this 1 minute late. I was supposed to start this at 11:15 p.m. to be uploaded. Well, you guys don't really care about it because it gets uploaded at 7 p.m. tomorrow. But I'm supposed to start this at 11:15. And sorry if I sniffle at all in this episode. It is because I have allergies in the summertime, so excuse that. Don't dislike the video because of that, because you're a big dick if you do that. Don't do that. Because I saw a dislike, and I think I know why. It's because of the sniffling. And no one likes sniffle noises. Well, that's a little petty of you, don't you think? Anyways. Maybe because it's my sarcasm. People don't get my sarcasm. I don't know. But we shall do the first topic, and it's always starts with a weird topic. This one will be tamer than last week, because maybe last week's topics were a little too heavy for you guys. So I tried to dial it back for this week. So our first weird topic is woman finds a python under the hood of her car. You heard that right. A woman found a python under the hood of her car, which I find is weird because how does that even happen? Like, I don't know how the hell that happens. Well, I know how it. No. That's probably the dumbest thing you'll hear me say in this podcast. My bad. I know how it happened. Probably. I think the snake probably crawled into the hood somehow. I don't know. Pythons are fucking long as hell too. So I don't know. Maybe I don't know how. See, how the hell did she not notice the python? Maybe. I don't know. But then again, I wonder what her reaction was, because I didn't watch the video, so I wonder if she like screamed or if she laughed about it or just laughed it off. In that situation, I probably would have laughed it off. I'm not scared of snakes. You guys are probably like, yeah, right, you're not scared of snakes. But what's gonna happen when you actually see a snake? Are you gonna run away like a stupid bitch? That depends on the snake type. If it's a venomous snake, hell yeah, I'm running the other way. Fuck no, I don't want to get venom inside me. But at the same time, yeah, that's the only other. A venomous snake I would definitely run from. A nice snake that doesn't really have much venom, that's fine. I don't really have to worry about that. But for me, if I found a snake under my hood of a car, which I don't, by the way, I don't even have a car, so that's kind of irrelevant for me. So, and yes, guys, I'm a 21-year-old without a car. I don't have the money for one right now, and on top of that, I don't have a license yet because I have to work on getting a license, which is what I need to work on right now. And I also need to find a girlfriend one of these days. But we're not going to talk personal shit on this podcast because that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about a python under the hood of a car. Now, as far as my thoughts on it, I think it's silly. I think that it's crazy to think about, and I hope that the lady is okay and she didn't get bitten or anything like that. I sincerely hope that her car is not damaged from the python being under the hood. I hope that everything turned out smoothly, and I hope that next time she checks her hood for pythons. Because that shit can happen. Honestly, I got nothing else to say on the subject, so I honestly can say that I've never had an experience like that woman had. And if anything that person learned is to make sure you always double check for pythons under your hood. No, I'm kidding. How would you know that? How would you know that? Like, how would you know there'd be a python under your hood? That's crazy. But yeah, that's kind of fucking weird too. That's why I put it under the weird topics list. But yeah, I mean, python under the hood of a car. You don't see that every day. You do not see that every day. But yeah. As far as what I think that lady should do now, I think that she should double check her engine to make sure that the Python didn't accidentally damage something within the engine, because that would be bad. I don't think it would, considering that it doesn't really. It's just probably slithered around in there, but I double checked to make sure that they got unplugged by accident and they got, make sure the engine's okay. Other than that, I would say don't let that happen again, but I can't really judge the person because I don't think that person would have known there'd be a Python under the hood. I honestly wish I was there because I would have probably laughed at her expense. And that doesn't make me a dick, by the way. It's called Schadenfreude, which means happiness at the misfortune of others, which is only a human nature type of thing. But as far as final thoughts, because I don't have much to say on the subject, honestly, I think it's freaking hilarious, and I think that it's not such a big deal. I don't know why it made news. I think it's cool that that shit happened, but I don't see it really as newsworthy, and I find it a little insulting that news outlets will report about something like that, because it's not real news to me. I mean, it's cool to hear about, but to me, real news is like if some famous celebrity dies, or if some tragedy happens, or some crazy shit happens with a sports player or something. That's real news to me. I don't feel like a python under the hood of a car is kind of real news, But then again, it is kind of funny news, so give it credit for being funny. And I like funny news, so yeah, definitely enjoy the funny news. Sorry guys, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm tired. Anyways, I think I'm gonna wrap up this topic by saying a PSA for 2 minutes. Somehow. This topic was cool. I think it's kind of funny that they Python go into the hood of a car. It happens all the time, probably, but you don't see it very often. So I just contradicted myself. God damn it! It happens all the time, but I don't really see it much because I had never heard of it before, I guess. But now I know. Okay, guys. PSA: I'm going to bed after this podcast. I ain't editing shit because I need rest. Otherwise, I'm gonna be sick tomorrow, and I won't be able to hang out with Tom. That was fucking suck. So I'm going to bed right after I record this. I want to get that out of the way now. I know you guys don't care about when my bedtime is, but I just wanted to sneak that in there for comedy, breaking the fourth wall. But anyways, we will be taking a short commercial break. I'll be back after this. And welcome back. This episode of the TheSportsfan1100 podcast is brought to you by Thomas Lucky Gamer's YouTube channel, where you can check out my co-host's YouTube channel. He has a multitude of videos which suck ass. No, I'm kidding. I just like to bust Tom's balls. They don't suck. They're really good, actually. Check him out. He does gameplay videos once a year. I say that because he's a very busy man. He doesn't do videos more than once a year. Anyways, guys, sorry for the fake out for commercial break. I had to do it for reasons because I had a sneeze attack. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I had a sneeze attack, and when that happens, I need to stop recording. Otherwise, I'm never going to be able to continue it. So I think it has to do with dehydration, anyways. Controversial topic time. Dairy Queen in Canada had a foul smell turned to crowdsourcing to figure it out. Basically, what happened was they had a foul smell, and apparently the customers did not like it, so they wanted to crowdsource it to find out what the hell is the smell. I have no details about what the smell is. All I can say is, what the hell? That's all I can say about it. Like, how the frick do you even... This is what I hate about restaurants. When restaurants have a foul smell, I don't want to eat there, because it's just like... I just don't want to eat at an establishment where I'm going to throw up. You know? But at the same time, I feel bad for the restaurant because it did smell bad. I wonder what the foul smell was. Probably someone took a shit in the bathroom and left it in too long. That's my guess. But it just sucks because literally it's the worst feeling in the world. To literally, you know, have a foul smell in a restaurant, because it's like you don't want that. Customers don't want to smell that. I mean, I wouldn't want to smell that. If I was a customer at Dairy Queen and it smelled like crap in there, I wouldn't want to go inside. And my town has the luxury of having a take-out Dairy Queen. Sorry guys. Yeah, went down the right pipe, wrong pipe. But yeah, as I was saying, it's just, I don't know, foul smells in restaurants is just terrible to me. And let me look at both sides here. Look, Dairy Queen on one hand probably didn't know what the smell was, so that's not their fault. It's not their fault. How could they have known they're gonna have a bad smell at where you know? But at the same time, I feel bad for the customers who have to deal with the smell, because I was like, oh god, that's awful. You know, if I stepped into as I said in previous part of this video, I wouldn't want to step in a restaurant that smells like shit. I'm sorry, I just don't feel comfortable going in a restaurant that smells like shit. Call me petty, but I don't want to eat in a place that makes you want to throw up. You know? I want to feel like I can actually eat there without having to worry about a smelly odor. I hope the crowdsourcing went well. I hope that they figured out what the odor was. I hope they fixed it. And I hope that it doesn't happen again, because I like Dairy Queen. I like Dairy Queen ice cream. It's actually pretty fucking good. I just don't go there as often anymore because I don't live near it anymore. And it's a trek to get there. But it's just, I don't know. I just like don't even, I don't know. It just sucks for Dairy Queen. That's all I could say. Now, PSA for any restaurant owners out there, please keep track of the odors, because that's the biggest thing in any restaurant establishment. You gotta make sure the odors are in check. Employees smell good, restaurant smells good, because no one wants to step in a place and it reeks like hell in there. No one likes that shit. Like, if I step into a place and it reeks really bad and makes you want to barf, I wouldn't go to that place ever again. I'm just gonna be straight up. I wouldn't go to that place ever again if it smells so bad I almost throw up, you know? And you guys would be saying, oh, that's petty. Oh, that's just mean. But At the same time, I mean, let me put it this way: would you guys actually go into a restaurant that smells like shit and actually eat there? You probably wouldn't. Let's just be honest. You probably wouldn't. I wouldn't. I don't know. It's just crazy to know that a restaurant accidentally smelled like crap. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap up this topic because I have 3 minutes left. So I'm gonna wrap it up by saying, if you guys ever go to a Dairy Queen, don't give them shit for that one Dairy Queen in Canada. That was one place, okay? I would not go to my local Dairy Queen and be like, you guys suck in Canada. Get with your foul stench. They're gonna be like, think I'm crazy and disown me for it. And I'm not gonna do that. But what I am gonna say is that Dairy Queen in Canada needs to make sure that they smell better so that customers don't complain. That's the lesson to be learned here. Don't smell like shit. But yeah. And also, make sure your employees don't smell like shit. Because if there's one thing that I absolutely will not go to a restaurant, if the employees smell like sweat or body odor. Because that shit turns me off immediately. If an employee smells bad, I am going to be turned off immediately by the place, because that means that they either A, didn't do good hygiene, or just didn't care to do hygiene. Hygiene for me is a deal breaker at a restaurant. If an employee exhibits bad hygiene, I don't go to that restaurant. I'm sorry, it's just gross to me. Like, you're at your job, smell good. I know it's ironic coming from me, but now that I'm better at hygiene, I feel that I want to let people know that you have to be good at hygiene. You want a girlfriend? Have better hygiene. You want to get a job? Have better hygiene. You want to be able to succeed in life? Have good hygiene. I'm just saying, good hygiene goes a long way. Anyways, that's the takeaway from this topic. Good hygiene will go a long way in life, because without hygiene, you have no chance of succeeding in life. I'm sorry. My friend would probably not come over to my house if I smelled like shit every day, every time he came. He would just not want to show up because I would smell like shit, and that wouldn't be good, you know? I wouldn't be able to get my recordings done, and he wouldn't want to come over to my house anymore, and that would blow, because that means that I would have to cancel my YouTube channel. You know? I wouldn't have to, by the way. I would just do the podcast, but still. Anyways, let's just maneuver into the next topic, because I really want to get to this feel-good topic. Sorry guys, I'm tired. As you know, it's midnight where I'm at, so you know I want to go to bed. So let's just do this final topic, which we're going to talk about now. It's about a person in a school that it's cool. Anyways, these Tennessee students, they left positive notes around the school. I don't know. Yeah, sticky notes. They left sticky notes around the school with positive notes on it. That's kind of cool. Not gonna lie. I think my school did that at one point, or was it? I think we did it a different way though. I think we did it with Actually, I think we did it the same way. Because I remember my health class. I remember. Don't ask me how I remember this, but I remember that we did positive notes to eat. Like, a student had to give something positive about a different student. And I remember that I think it was one of the female students said that I have a good personality, I think, or where they said that I think that's what they said, but it made my day when I heard that, because it was just like, really? I didn't know that. And it really helped me. I know it was this girl I'm very friendly with. I wasn't as friendly with her back then, but I'm friendly with her now, and she's awesome. And I don't want to say her name because of reasons. My philosophy is you can't say someone's name without their permission. But yeah, she's a sweet kid, and I'm glad that I had her for health class. But anyways, that was a good moment, and that's the same thing as what the Tennessee students did. And I'm glad that they did it, because that's cool. Like, you don't see that every day. Mostly you see the bad apples, but I just like to see good apples. And I like to see good apples more than bad apples. If you don't get that analogy, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. Anyways. But what I will say is, if any student wrote a negative note on this positive note day thing, I would have been mad. Like, I'd be like, really, dude? You have to do a negative note? Like, I know the article said positive notes, but what if there was this one shitty kid who put a negative note? That would be crazy. That would be absolutely nuts. And quite frankly, retarded. Actually, I don't want to use that word ever again on this podcast, so I'm going to say the word stupid. That'd be stupid. That would be stupid. Absolutely stupid. Because that's bullying, for one thing. And second of all, it's stupid. But as I was saying, I wonder what the positive note said. I bet you that. Here's my favorite compliment yet. This is my absolutely favorite. This is my favorite compliment. You guys are like, what's your favorite compliment? Well, my favorite compliment to get is that I'm humble, or that I'm kind, or that I'm caring, or compassionate. Any one of those three. That's my favorite compliment to get, because it's the truth, and it's actually not a fake friend. A fake friend would say that I am a naive bastard. That's a fake friend right there for you, because I'm none of those things. People think I'm fucked up. People think that I'm rude. People think that I'm all these things because I don't talk much. Well, I'm not. I'm actually the nicest guy you'll ever meet in your freaking life. I just don't do meetups because I just don't trust meetups. I just don't do it. And I'm not popular enough on YouTube to do one anyways, so I don't do those. But as I was saying, the positive notes thing is fucking awesome, man. I wish that my school did more than just health class, because it would have, been better to teach kids how to be positive instead of negative, And it would have helped them get prepared for college, because in college you have to be positive. If you're in a negative Nancy at college, you're not going to succeed. I mean, teaching positivity, that's a cool school right there. Because if you teach negativity, your kids will turn out negative, and they won't want to do any work. And I feel like positivity goes a long way in life. That's why I try to be positive. I always look at the bright sides of life. If you get that reference, you're awesome to me. But as I was saying, just think of the positives, not the negatives. That's what I like to do. Of course, there are times I think of the negatives. I'm not a positive ninny. I'm not a positive person all the fucking time. But I try to keep positive, and I try to keep myself motivated to do videos, motivated to go to college, motivated to have a job, motivated to do my announcing stuff, motivated to keep doing my thing, because that's the message that I think of when I think of this topic. Positivity goes a long way. You think that negativity will get you anywhere? It won't. That's why I'm not negative. I try to be positive about things. I try to look at the bright side of something, because if you look at the bright side of something, you'll be more saner, and that's why I look at the bright sides of things instead of negatives. And there are plenty of times I think of negatives, but that's when I'm really pissed off, or when I'm really not myself. When I'm not myself, yeah, sure, I'm going to be negative, but when I am happy and in a good mood, yeah, I'm going to try to think of the positives instead of the negatives to a situation. For example, as you guys could clearly tell, there was no gaming videos this week. The gaming videos this week got canceled because my friend wanted to push it back a day. Did I get mad at him and be negative? No, I kept positive and said, okay, that'll be fine. Yet, you won't get anywhere by being negative. You're just going to have problems. And that's why I don't be negative. I hate negativity, and I will never strive to be that way. I'm only that way when I'm mad about something, which is very rare. But when I do get angry, I get angry, and I'm negative. But I try to be positive whenever possible. I don't know, I just think the positive note thing is cool. But with that, I am sadly going to have to close this podcast off. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching the podcast. If you like the podcast, you can give it a big thumbs up. It's always appreciated. I appreciate all the thumbs up. I appreciate all the comments. You can comment in the comment section down below any opinions you have on topics this week. I'm sorry for the weird fake out with the commercial break thing, but it did help with comedy-wise. I hope you guys click the car rotation. That'll take you to places. It'll take you to a previous video. It'll take you to the playlist. It'll take you to Tom's channel. I will see you guys next week for another podcast. And I hope you guys enjoyed this week's podcast. It was such a fun record session for this podcast. We had some bloopers. We had some good topics. I'm glad that I did it. And I hope you guys are really enjoying these podcasts. I know there are people that don't like podcasts because it's literally just my voice. There's no pictures of me. There's no like substance to it. It's just me talking into a microphone. I get that, and I bet you guys don't like that format, but for me, I don't want to do the vlogs anymore just because they're just such a hassle to create, and I don't really have that interesting of a life anyways. But if you guys don't mind the podcast, I will continue them because I really like to do them. But for now, and until next time, fist bumps all around. Wha-bam. Peace out. And have yourself a lovely rest of your weekend. And by the time the podcast comes out, it'll be Monday. So, back to work for some people. And back to not work for other people, because you don't work. Anyways, have a wonderful rest of your evening. If you're watching this in the evening. If you're watching this in the afternoon, have a good afternoon. And if you're watching this in the morning, what the hell are you doing up watching my videos in the morning? Go back to bed. Unless you have a job, don't go back to bed. You'll miss work. Alright, this outro went way too long. Peace out.